Hey, how's it going? This is Grant Luna with Fidelity National Title. And for today's Tech Tuesday video, I'll be showing you Propwire, which I've been recently pretty surprised by. I think it's an amazing free resource, especially for accessing data that's traditionally considered premium data, things like foreclosure activity, high equity sellers, etc., for free basically. And so it's really easy to build these lists, export them, and I'll also show you how to get a list of phone numbers for these homeowners for free also. So let's jump into it. Just check out the description for a link to Propwire. You can head there and create an account. In essence, it works similarly to Fidelity Total Farm, a resource I've shown quite a bit of in the past, which allows you to create farms around different properties and access homeowner data. Works pretty similar to that. So you can just come into a map area. I'll just choose the South Bay area here. And let's say I wanted to find some premium data. So maybe properties that are in the pre-foreclosure process. So maybe they're having some financial difficulties and have high motivation or reasons to sell. Or maybe you're looking for people that have a ton of equity, empty nesters, absentee owners, etc., MLS withdrawn listings. It has a bunch in here. So all you have to really do is navigate to this map area. You could also search by county up here. So you can come in here and say LA County. So I can just select LA County here. That way, it's going to give me basically all of LA County. Or like I said, what it can do is zoom into a map area, select draw. Now all you have to do is just start clicking a few times. Click once, this will appear. Once you release, it'll follow you around. Click again to create other points. And then when you're done, just double click, and that's going to close up the map. It's going to give you all of the properties just initially in this area. And so you'll see this be changed dynamically as you select more filters so you can have a sense of the data size that you're working with. And then here, you see all of the actual property information here. So what you can do first is select lead types. Up at the top of the screen here, let me change my mouse so you can see really quick. So here is where you can put in the actual city like I mentioned. I selected draw it here, selected this map. And like I said, you have all of this over here to dynamically show you the results. Then you can start adding filters and layering these things on. You can select multiple filters. So what you can select is initially lead types, and now you get this drop-down menu which shows you all of them. So absentee owners, properties that are potential auctions, bank-owned property, properties that are likely to have been bought by cash. So might be investors or flippers, empty nesters, people that have lived there for a long time. And what's nice about all of these is that if you don't know what it is, you can highlight over this question mark and it's going to show you a description of that actual filter. So you can come down and let's just select one. So I'll select this pre-foreclosures. All I have to do is choose it. And now, like I said, this will be dynamically updated. So now it's 118 results other than the initial results. And so now it's filtered down a little bit. And like I said, you can continue to add other filters. So I can select property types. Let's just choose just single family homes. I can also choose bed bath count, the price of the estimated value of the property, or the price of the listing if it is on the market currently. And like I said, you can layer on more. So additional filters. So I can choose property filters. So let's say I'm looking for maybe people that are looking to downsize, might be older homeowners. So I can actually search empty nesters instead of pre-foreclosures. So I can unselect that one, just have one selected. So now empty nesters, single family residences, and let's choose properties 2 stories or more. Save and close, and now this will filter down just to kind of show you how these things will work. So let's go back to that pre-foreclosure one. So let's unselect empty nesters, go back to pre-foreclosures, other filters too. So owner filters, whether owner occupied or not. So let's do a non-owner occupied pre-foreclosures. I'll save and close. And so definitely just take some time, play around with these filters. You're really not going to break anything. Just see how these things work. So this is only one result right now. For the sake of this video, I'm going to unselect owner occupied. That way we can get a few more results. So 11 results here. So then what you can actually do is select all of them. So you can select this checkbox here. All of these results will be selected here. And then what you can do basically is just click this to start exporting this file. And it's free to export this data. So you don't get phone numbers automatically. You could choose to pay for them to get phone numbers for you by selecting skip trace. But what you can do is just select download here. I'm going to select download only. Like I said, you can skip trace and download. They'll get phone numbers for you. But I'll show you a free way to get phone numbers. So you can select download only. It's going to ask you again if you want to download without a skip trace. I'm going to say yes, download only. I can choose what filters come with that download. So I'm just going to say all these properties. So this will give you information on an Excel file for the MLS listing details, the mortgage details, property tax details, and any foreclosure details. This will help you, especially if you're reaching out to these people, to give you further intel into their situation. So I'll download 11 properties here. And then so now it says your download is ready. So I can see it in the activity feed. I'll select activity feed. And now here are all of these files here. Sometimes it doesn't work initially when you select download, but let's see if it works here. So I'll select download. So sometimes this happens. And if that does happen, I usually just come back and I just select refresh at the top here. And usually that fixes things. So now I can download this file to my computer. And like I said, there is a free resource where you can actually upload this file that you just received and get links to phone numbers for free. So what you can select is the file source, change it to Propwire here, name your file. So I'll say South Bay pre-foreclosures. You can choose that file from your computer and then generate farm file and then just download it. And so now to show you in general what will happen is you'll get a link, you'll get a CSV file that's going to give you the owner's names here, whether it's an owner-occupied property or not, and now it'll give you links for the contact information for both the site address and the mailing address for free. So let's say I wanted to go down and call all of the property owners for these for pre-foreclosure properties. I can go based off the mailing address here, select one of these links, be taken to a link on Fast People Search, which will give me the phone numbers for the owners associated with that property. So Propwire is a great resource. It'll give you access to a lot of premium data for free. And using Fast People Search as well, you'll get access to links for contact information for all of these.